What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and today we are talking about alien support. Of all things, aliens are getting support, and that makes me pretty excited. Because I like this deck. It's not very good, but I do enjoy it. I think it's a really cool concept, and hopefully we get the support that the deck needs. I have a casual duel on it that released about a week ago. So, I'll leave a link to that video if you want to watch it, as the deck profile goes into a little bit of a discussion what I think the deck needs. But anyway, let's get on with the cards. So, first up, Alien Buster, level 4 light reptile effect monster, 1700 attack, 1500 defense. Its first and second effects are hard ones for turns each. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up alien or one face-up monster you control. Actually, not you control, just one face-up monster. I cannot read today. Place 2 counters on it during your main phase, except during the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish it, then target a card with counters on it, and destroy it. So this is kind of like the mysterious circles card that blows up an alien, or blows up a monster with an A counter, and then you get a level 4 alien. That's kind of what this reminds me of. This card is actually really good, and it does almost everything you want for the deck because their search card. Aliens have a search card, but their search cards they have 2 technically. They have King of the Feral Imps, and then which is for any reptile, and then they have the spell card that you Foolish Burial. That's a Foolish Burial is its main effect, and then its graveyard effect, except for the turn it's into the graveyard, you banish it, and you add an alien from your deck to your hand. So, that works really good with this, because you send this to the grave, and you get to place up to 6 counters on it, on a creature, or monster, I guess, in Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing a lot of Magic, so I'm saying creature. You guys understand the basic thing. Anyway, this card is good because it's a better level 4 than, the 1800 one, that when it's destroyed by battle, you put 2 counters on it. Overall, I definitely think that this would replace that card, or possibly even Mars in the deck, because like I said, Mars doesn't really do as much as you would want, because it negates all monsters with 8 counters, and that's all fine and dandy. But the problem with that one is that, like, its levels are awkward. But this one is a level 4, and it helps you get your 8 counters. And if it's destroyed, if it's into the graveyard, so you can link it away, which we're getting a new link monster, and we'll talk about. And they also have a link 2 as well. So if it gets destroyed and attacked over, and you hopefully don't get OTK'd, you have some way to prevent that. You get to place counters on things. If you tribute it with the trap card, the Pluton virus, to destroy all the monsters without counters, you get to put more on the ones that do have counters. That's also pretty good. And then it also destroys a card during the next turn. So that is also another great thing, because if it's destroyed on your opponent's turn for whatever reason, it's probably not going to, but if it is, you can, once it comes back to your turn, you can banish it and then just destroy a card that you need to, and that's fine and dandy. Overall, a good card for the deck. Does it hurt or help what the deck needs? Well, yes and no. So the deck needs to be to swarm a little bit better, and I think this doesn't really help that. However, this does synergize, like I said, with the Link 2. It synergizes with a lot of things, so it's still a good card for the deck, and it's definitely a step in the right direction if they want to make enough alien cards for the deck to be at least somewhat viable. And, just playable in general, because, like, you can probably play the deck and have fun with it, like I do, which is all that matters in the end. But if you want to win games and stuff like that, you're probably not going to be playing aliens, and this card doesn't really help with that. But anyway, I've talked on long enough about Alien Buster. Let's move on to Cosmic Pincer Zalure. Um, Link 3, Light Reptile Link Effect. 2600 attack. Its arrows are top, bottom left, and bottom right, so it's the same as Decode Talker. 2 or more reptile monsters are its requirements. If this card is Link summoned, you can add 1 card with an effect that places A counters from your deck to your hand. Its second effect, you can remove 2 A counters on the field immediately after this effect resolves. Normal summon 1 reptile monster. While this card is in the monster zone, your opponent monsters your opponent controls with A counters are changed to defense position and cannot activate their effects. So it's like a Bagooska. This card is definitely the payoff. And what I like about this card is that it doesn't actually place A counters on your opponent's cards themselves. And why I say, and what makes that a good thing is that, why I say that's a good thing is, if it wasn't, the new Abyss archetype that's coming out could easily make this and do a bunch of things to, like, give your opponent, all your opponent's monsters A counters, and then get another, get a Bagooska that isn't, locked to defense. It has 2600 attack, so it has more things than Bagooska, and it's a one-sided Bagooska too, because Bagooska also affects you. This doesn't affect you at all. Even if your cards have A counters on them, it doesn't matter, because this only affects your opponent. So, what this does is it gives them a good boss monster, and it not only does it give them a good boss monster, it gives them a better first turn play, because their first turn plays, at best, were usually make a Bagooska pass, or summon the Link 2 and pass, right? So, this allows a good way to get, you can make a Link 3. It's not that hard to actually get 3 monsters out on the field, especially if you have like Alien Dog and either Foolish, like you have Foolish Burial, you send to level 4, you have Alien Dog in your hand, then you can go from there. You have to use a few cards to get there, but it's honestly not as hard as you would think. So this card's not that hard to get on the field. The only issue is it's hard to get 4 monsters on the field without already having like an established a lot of things, and that's where you would want to be, because you'd want to be at 4, because you'd want to get monsters, like you want to get this out, so Link 3, and then you would want to get you can get the pollutant virus when you summon this, and then you would also need to get another monster on the field, because you're not going to want to tribute this, and you can't tribute this anyway because it's not alien, unless the pollutant virus just says to tribute a monster or reptile, and I'm misremembering. Either way, so this card is great, and I'm really looking forward to playing with this card specifically, and I can't wait till it comes out, and it makes me want to buy the alien deck in person, even though they're not, there's no events being held, and I don't really have too much of a local play group. I still kind of want to build aliens, just because I like the deck, and because I find it pretty fun, and yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send me an Eagle deck profiles or replays, my email's in the description. Please do so. If you have any thoughts on these cards and or the casual duel series, like if you want to see me play a deck, please let me know in the comment section down below. That'd be pretty sweet. Liking the video and subscribing is the best way to support the channel for free. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.